his focus was lost for a time. That is in there. Strike three call, and Ortiz knew it.
And that was a big slider. He started right at David Ortiz, and then it broke over the plate.
Wow. High in the air, Jeter. And that's out number 2. Millar is retired. We thought he'd 2-2 the count to Varitek. That slider grounded past the bag, a fair ball down the left field line, and a fan reaches over and interferes with it. Cannot interfere with the ball in play. Don't do it. Varitek awarded a double.
Everything kind of happened in slow motion.
1-1.
Another fastball in.
Jeter throws him out. That's the inning. Runner stranded. Still 4-1 Yankees. We're going to be chatting with Terry Frank. News between managing jobs, and he was a good one.
Yeah, he was the broadcast for the Angels.
I'm glad he's managing.
He is too, I'm sure.
Base hit for Tony Womack. That'll bring up Derek Jeter.
Her presence at first base.
1 ball and no strikes. Wells went to the big leg kick there with a curveball. And shallow right is Payton. And back to the bag at first is Womack. And Jeter is retired for the first time tonight. He had a single in the first and a double in the third to load the bases, and then committing a balk on really a kind of a play you would associate with a youth league. That's a base hit for Alex Rodriguez, his first hit of the night, and the Yankees have another threat going here against David Wells, and the big hitters are up. A-Rod with the single. Now Sheffield, Ruben Sierra behind him.
Well, he went to the slide step again, and make no mistake about it, you lose a little of your velocity, and runs were being scored by the home run. He wanted to be able to manufacture some runs every once in a while.
That one is right to the shortstop, Renteria. No chance to double up either Womack or A-Rod. So some bad luck there for Gary Sheffield. 2 down. Now tomorrow into the Cubs and the D-backs in the desert. And that slow curveball, Renteria over to Bellhorn for the force out on Rodriguez. Just like that, the inning is over. Still 4-1. We're going to chat with Joe Torre between innings. We'll be back with Joe Torre in a minute. And then they started doing a Randy Johnson cheer. Broken bat, Jeter throws out Bill Miller. There is 1 away here in the Boston 5th inning.
Well, John, I think all the Yankee fans are aware of the fact that George Steinbrenner and the Yankees.
2-0 the count to Bellhorn. That's a fair ball. No chance for A-Rod to get to it. Down the left field line it goes. Matsui plays the carom, and Bellhorn has a stand-up double.
Well, I watched Randy on that pitch, and he kind of looked like, well, you know, I made the pitch, but they hit it down the line. What I'm thinking about is scouting reports and the fact that they do not have a lot of history with some of these hitters.
It was at 35 degrees. That was when the game started. There's the good one.
Yeah, slider down and away, and I think that's what Posada went out and said, look, let's make a great pitch. So come on, let's drop one off low and away. Let's not throw a strike with it.
1997. 2-2. Little slow bouncer to short. Jeter got a bad hop, but he comes up with it. A wide throw, and Giambi kept the front of the bag. The inning is over. But Jeter with a nice job to come up with a bad hop there. And the Red Sox are shut. Struck him out. And yeah, might have surprised him with that fastball. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the 5th inning. And Sam Ryan's got a special guest. Sam?
And John, it's General David Wells. As a Yankee, he called up Brian Cashman during the offseason and said, hey, I'm available if you want me. At what point did you think, hey, he'll fit in with us?
Well, you know, he's a good pitcher. You know, and he's the starting pitching market kind of went haywire this offseason, and Boomer was available at the right price. He's got an incentive-laden contract, and a lot of people get on him for his age and the fact that he's been banged up over the years. He's made 30-plus thing, and it's a step in the right direction. I'm sure it'll get better as we go.
AOFC, thank you for your time.
All right, Sam. And Jason Giambi hit with another pitch. You know, although the last one was more like he let it hit him, but this one's a little different.
Well, you have David Wells on the mound, and I remember David was shaking his head when he invented Tucson in baseball. So you don't just discard those guys and think you're going to be better.
Now Wells, after hitting Giambi, has walked Bernie Williams.
And this is definitely not David Wells. He doesn't walk a lot of guys.
Well, he is finished for the night. As rear at bats against him. It's only the 5th inning, but it's a key moment of this game. The Yankees are threatening to run away with it. This could be 2. Renteria the second one. Bellhorn to first. 2. A double play. They double up the speedy Womack. Wow. Red Sox are still alive. The big hitters, Ramirez and Ortiz, coming up. Yeah, I thought that pitch looked pretty good. 1-2 the count. Right there again. Strike 3 call. Six strikeouts for Randy Johnson in 5 in the 3rd innings. To the 6th inning. 3-2. Jeter gets the clean hop, and that's all for Ortiz. 2 down. I think we're all pretty much in agreement that the wind also knocked it down a little bit. We thought it was going to be out of here with plenty to spare. This time Millar drawing Bill Clinton. Broken back over Giambi, base hit right along the right field line. Around to third goes Millar. And a bloop has set things up now where a very nice gesture on the part of the Yankees. That's to second base. Tony Womack to Jeter for the foresight on Varitek. And Johnson gets through the storm. It all started with 2 down. Top of the order, Jeter, then A-Rod. Lost their opening day game last year. In fact, they've lost their opening day game over, 4 consecutive years. So you can't read a whole lot of significance to the outcome of this ball game, that's for sure. And right now, the Yankees holding a 4-1 lead. The question is Randy Johnson...
How they get to Rivera from the 6th inning on.
Neal walks Jeter. So Jeter on base for the 3rd time tonight. He had a single in the 1st, a double in the 3rd. He flied out in the 4th. 1 strike to count to Alex Rodriguez, who's flied to center, struck out, and singled to left center. Jeter running. The throw by Varitek. A good one, but too late. Bellhorn accepted the throw, but Jeter with his first steal of the year.
Well, I think it's a smart play in that, Neal's not necessarily you at first base.
Just in front of Damon, and it bounces away from him. Jeter scores, and then Damon could not pick it up even the second time, and A-Rod gets to second base.
Well, we'll see how they scored. It's definitely a base hit for A-Rod, but he had a chance to hold A-Rod at first base if he would have picked it up when he reached.
Sheffield, the hitter. Left center field, but that's the wrong place to hit it in this ballpark. Manny Ramirez. A-Rod's testing him, and he wins easily. So running on the arm of Manny Ramirez, and it pays off.
Well, that's 2
forgettable. He walked the first batter he faced and gave up the single to Alex Rodriguez. He did retire Sheffield, but he departs with a runner at third base, and the infield's going to come in here for the Red Sox with Sierra at the plate. You see Embry and his numbers from a year ago. 5-1. The Yankees are leading already. Red Sox trying to keep it close to give themselves a chance to come back in the late innings. That ball is hammered down the left field line. Fair ball up against the wall on a bounce. Man, did he smoke that one. A double. Scoring is A-Rod, and it is 6-1 Yankees.
If you get the ball down on Ruben Sierra, and especially in, you're going to see a lot of those. He can really hammer.
Probably Ruben should have won. The next time you see him up there in Cooperstown.
Is that when it was?
Yeah. So that's when John won his second MVP. There's Varitek, and Matsui is retired for round number 2.
Wait a minute, I said he should have won a couple. I didn't say which.
Alan Embry. drive under with Joe Morgan. And we are at Yankee clock.
He always has a good on-base percentage.
Left field, Manny Ramirez. And that ends the inning. 6-1 Yankees. Now coming up in the 7th inning, check out our newest Sunday Night Baseball feature. Sunday night.